Here's a simple card trick that can be done with a borrowed deck. Allow your spectator to mix the cards up as much as they want and to deal any 9 cards onto the table. Now I'm just dealing off the top, but they don't have to. They can pick any random 9 cards from anywhere in the deck, and we'll get rid of the rest of the deck. We're only going to use these 9 cards, and now I'll ask them to select any one of the 9 cards. Now there's no force here. They really can take any card they want. Let's say they took this card, get the rest of the cards out of the way. I'd ask them to look at that card. Now they could have any one of these. They picked that one. I'm going to ask them to look at it while I look away. In this case, I can see it. It's a 10 of spades, but in real world, I wouldn't even know that. Place it back on top. We'll cut it into the center of the pack. And now I'm going to ask them a series of questions, and they can choose to tell the truth or lie. So the first question I'll ask them is, what is the value of your card? What number is it? And again, they could lie or tell the truth, but don't tell me if they're lying or not. Let's say they said 4. So I'm going to deal 4. F-O-U-R, and place the rest of the cards on top. And I'm going to say of, O-F, rest of the cards on top. And then the suit, I'm going to ask them, what suit was it? Let's say they said hearts. Now, I don't know if they're telling the truth or not. I'll spell hearts, H-E-A-R-T-S, put the rest on top. Now, I'll ask them one final question. And again, they can lie if they want to. But I'll say, was everything you said true or false? Let's say in this case, they said true. So I'm going to see if they told the truth or not. T-R-U-E, place the rest on top. And the top card will tell me whether they lied or not. I've shown other variations of this trick before, but I really like this version. Somebody in one of my comments had mentioned this, and I forgot I'd seen this a long time ago, and I thought it was a great one, so I wanted to share. So the 9 cards really don't matter. It is completely random, and they can really pick any card they want. Let's say they pick this one. While they're looking at that card, what you have to do is gather these cards up and get a pinky break underneath the second to last cards. So count 1, 2, get your pinky there, and put the rest of the cards on top, so you have a little pinky break right there. Of course, they're looking at that card, so they're never going to notice you doing that. They'll take their card back and place it on top of the deck. In this case, it's the 5 of hearts. The fun part about this is, it doesn't matter what card they spell, it's always going to end up on this card, whether they tell the truth or not. So you place their card back on top without looking at it, and now you're going to cut, but what you're really doing is cutting right into your pinky break, and then putting the rest of the cards on top, moving their card to the 3rd position from the top. The rest of the trick is going to work by itself. All you have to remember is that every time you finish spelling, you put the rest of the cards on top. Let's say they said 2, T-W-O, put the rest of the cards on top. Of, O-F, put the rest of the cards on top. Let's say they said spades, or hearts or clubs, it doesn't matter. Let's say it was spades. S-P-A-D-E-S, put the rest of the cards on top. Now here's the only part you have to remember. When you ask them true or false, if they say true, you're going to spell it T-R-U-E. This next card is going to be their card, so you'll place the rest of the deck on top and show the top card. If they had said false, you'd have to spell the full word out, F-A-L-S-E, and now this is their card because there's one extra letter in the word false, so you'll just stop there and show the card. Now, if you're not comfortable with doing the pinky break, you could just as easily make 3 piles, have them look at the bottom of any of those piles, and then just stack them on top of the others, again putting their card in the 3rd position.